Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome back to another Go Battle League video. Pumping out content. It's taken, a few days in between, but we're getting the videos out. So, today, oh my gosh, this team worked the most wonders I've ever had. So, I don't even know where to start. I have so much to say. This G-Fisk Jellicent core in the Great League is so incredibly strong, covers each other's weaknesses really well. I paired it with a Talonflame in the back, which on the surface sounds very questionable because it makes me a double weak to water and like Swampert, stuff like that. But I really didn't come across any. I ran across, I think in all the games I played, like 2 or 3 Swamperts. And even still, like, you have play, because usually it's like a Swampert Skarmory core, and all 3 of these mons have play against Skarmory. So this first game here is going to be, I'm not even going to lie, I forgot the lead already, but Venusaur, or maybe it was Venusaur lead, and then a Sableye swap. But I'm just going to shield this Frenzy Plant up, because it's going to do damage. I can get this Rock Slide off, and then if he gets greedy, I think I can get another one, or maybe I outpace anyways? Yeah, I think I outpace anyways because it's 6 for him to get to his next frenzy. Anyways, though, this team has been so good for me because as long as you don't come across those water types, like, you're good. And even G-Fisk has play against Azu. Jellicent destroys Azu, and I had so many Azu safe swaps today, and it just absolutely shredded. So I've been loving this team. I say depending on what kind of mons you're coming up against in the meta, like this team could catch some really nice wins. The first day I went with this team, I went 18-7. So if that's anything of a statement on how good this team is, then take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, I can just Brave Bird this Venusaur in the back. I forget what the last mon even was. Maybe it was like Azu or safe swap in this game. But that's a GG for the first game. And let's get into the next one. I'm pretty sure I edited these to where they're pretty close together. A-Tails is still in the meta, even with that 5 damage Weather Ball nerf. But it makes this matchup for G-Fisk so nice because you win every shield scenario with ease. So I'm going to throw a Rock Slide here, try and fast move tonight. And I think I do. And this is going to chunk, but he actually shields. So I'm going to throw here. I got the Mudshot through, so this is going to be on maybe a CMP. So I think we would get to the next move at the same time. So 1, 2, okay, I don't get a fast move through here, but that's okay. I can no shield, and he'll probably get to another one, so I can shield that, and then I can, ooh, he actually catches on Azu, but he does not know that this is actually really good for me. Because getting that little bit of damage on Azu means I can double Shadow Ball and I won't have to farm up extra afterward. So every single time I go into Azu Mirror, I always build up to the amount of hexes that it takes for him to get to a play rough, and then I throw on CMP every single time. And that's crucial because you don't want to make sure that he doesn't get free fast moves in, so I'm going to build up 5 here and throw the Shadow Ball just like that. And since he caught on Azu and didn't get a move through, I built up 6 hexes. If you guys don't know, Azu takes 6 bubbles to get to the first play rough, and then 5 and 6 and 5 until, the end of time. So I'm going to throw a Shadow Ball on this Ninetales because a Bubble Beam just simply wouldn't KO. But he actually shields, and I get a move through, which is nice. And I'm just going to shield this at this point. I can get to a Bubble Beam now, and it'll probably be enough. Yeah, it'll be enough to KO with the damage. But he actually... I try and catch, actually. But I did not know this Ninetales had Dazzling Gleam. I did not think that he had that much energy. But it doesn't matter. Medicham in the back against Talonflame. There's nowhere to run. So... both my backline mons are really good against Medicham, and I think Medicham might be the biggest meta monster right now. That and Sableye are really strong, so GG there. Alright, G-Fisk into Skarmory. So is there a Swampert in the back? Is there an Azu in the back? There is a Nidoqueen, and I switch into Jellicent here. This is actually a huge mistake. I have 2 mons that are good against Skarmory, right? So I can just stay in with G-Fisk. It still has a winning matchup against Nidoqueen, especially with an energy advantage. But I switch. because in my mind at the time I was thinking, oh, gotta keep alignment on Skarmory, and it just doesn't help. So I'm gonna throw the Bubble Beam because I don't want him getting a move off. I could farm down and have energy, but I'd rather just take it out. So let's see. Do I throw on the CMB? I think I throw one before, try and fast move deny, and then get like the Hex through here. But that also doesn't make sense because like first of all I could have just thrown the Bubble Beam, but like it's not like that extra Hex would allow me to get to another move. I probably could have tried to throw on the CMP there, but I'm not sure if Jellicent wins CMP over Skarmory. So this is just I should have known, right? It's gonna be a Skarmory Swampert core, right? Because that core is just so incredibly strong. Like they cover each other so nicely. My last ditch effort here is just land a Brave Bird on the Swampert, but he's obviously gonna shield up, and at this point, like Swampert with energy is gonna destroy G-Fisk in the one shield. So G-Fisk against Venusaur. This is pretty neutral. Like it's not totally where you want to see it, but it's better to keep it off of Jellicent. So also you can very arguably run Ice Beam on Jellicent here. I think maybe like I ran these a few days ago. I think yesterday I switched my Jellicent to Ice Beam, had a lot of success. So the moveset on Jellicent doesn't really matter, but I do think that Hex on this team is going to be better than Bubble on Jellicent. So I successfully baited the Venusaur, landed the Earthquake, and I tried catching the Frenzy Plant, but he switches in time. He was over farming, so I'm just going to throw a Flame Charge on this Sableye, and he probably should no shield. But he shields. And at this point, I think he's 3 away from foul play. I don't think he's at the next foul play. I actually let it go. 1, 2. Yeah, so I get to a move here, and this is going to KO. So Talonflame, with a little bit of an energy head start, wins the 0-1 shield against Sableye, which is actually really cool. And I get an Incinerate off on this Stunfisk. Like, this game is over. I mean, he could catch on Venusaur, but yeah, I catch first. Yeah, this game's over. I catch an Earthquake too, which is just the icing on the cake. It was like I think I would have won anyway, but he switches and has energy on Venusaur, so I'm obviously gonna shield this and farm down, and then at this point, G-Fisk would need to get to a Rock Slide and an Earthquake. And, like, I'm already basically at 2 Shadow Balls, so GG. Getting into this next matchup, we have a Shadow Nidoqueen, which is actually worse for Stunfisk than normal, because an Earthquake would KO either way. I'm actually starting to consider, I think if I keep running this team in the Great League, baiting with Rock Slide. Umbreon Safe Switch is hard for this team, because obviously Jellicent doesn't want to see it, and I mean you could debate staying in, but then maybe Jellicent would align with Nidoqueen. So what I've been doing, which I don't know, I don't like it. I've just been going to the 2 shield. So I don't know if it's good. I also like I don't know if you live. Well, this is Dark Pulse, which is better actually. Not by much though. Because 2 Dark Pulses KO this thing. Yeah, he's just gonna get to the move here. Like, he has 2 shields and I have 0. And he wins switch in the 2-0 shield with a little bit of energy. It's insane. But he is a Scrafty here, so this game is not looking good at all. Is there any way I can pull this off? Maybe. Anyways, just gonna build up energy on Jellicent and obviously get hit with the foul play. Now, what's crucial in this match? Well, first I baited, which, you know, if he wants to get to another foul play, I think I get to a Shadow Ball if I successfully bait 1, 2, 3, because he needs like 6 or 7 to get to a foul play. So this is a pretty good play. He's gonna double shield, which is fine. And at this point, the win con is spotted. What is in the back? Nidoqueen and I have energy. So I'm just gonna build a bunch of energy. I'm just gonna chug through these counters, because that's the only thing that's gonna do damage to me anymore. So I build up to 99 energy. I throw this Earthquake. This is gonna KO the Nidoqueen, obviously, and then Rock Slide on the Scrafty. So I went down 2 shields to 0 in the switch, lost switch advantage, had a bad matchup with Scrafty, and I still ended up managing to get the win. So a huge game. Getting into this next one, a regular Nidoqueen, and he switches an Umbreon. Umbreon double dark team is tough. Like, I mean, maybe you could consider like a Sirfetch or like a Machamp in the back. But then you'd be weak to like, I don't know. Not sure actually. Maybe that's like that'd be the third mon for this team. You could run like Shadow Machamp. I think that'd be really solid for this team too. Because Machamp and Jellicent balance out each other's weaknesses incredibly well. So maybe I have to run that team. I was looking through my Great League mons, and I just wasn't thinking about Machamp at all. For some reason, in my mind, I always think fighting types are weak to fighting. So I'm like, oh, I could just I could run Machamp, but then it'd still be double weak to fighting. But I'm not. And even if I am, like, I still have like Jelly. So maybe today or tomorrow I try out Machamp in this team. That'd be cool. Maybe I check out PvP to see the matchups. Anyways, this game, I take it to the 2 shields. He actually uses some shields this time because I was good on the switch. And he has a Scrafty in the back. So again, this is just the same team over again. Nidoqueen, Umbreon, Scrafty. And it's a pretty good matchup for this team. Honestly, I think switching out of the lead like Umbreon is still good because then you can at least get the Jelly off of the Umbreon. But like if he swaps, maybe you just take the G-Fisk. But like Talonflame doesn't love seeing Nidoqueen, so he actually tried to catch Rock Slide. Maybe I'm not sure. But I can just Earthquake. It's such a strong move. I think even like if he got a Power Punch again, I would have still been able to live it. So, GG. Pretty good match. That's kind of how I like those matchups to go with Nidoqueen Double Dark, but it's a very tricky matchup. So what do you see? Another Nidoqueen. This is the meta, y'all. Things of a meta monster. I think the next Great League remix, Nidoqueen will definitely be banned. So he actually Poison Fang baits me, which is a huge call. Like, I don't see why, if you're Nidoqueen, you don't just throw Earth Power right off the bat, because G-Fisk lives it. But at this point, I catch the Earth Power, which is huge. I cannot go down another shield, and he has Sableye. So this is the dark type that I like to see, because like Ghost subtyping at least makes it like neutral from Jellicent. So if you can get to a Shadow Ball, that'll kind of chunk. But I really like this matchup for whatever reason. Talonflame has a really good matchup against Sableye with energy. So he has a shield still, which is not great. But he's Nidoqueen, so maybe like in the back he has either another dark type or maybe a Medicham. Maybe like there's no way he can have like a G-Fisk or Bastion, right? You don't want to be that weak to ground. So let's see. It is a Medicham. So I have a full health G-Fisk, full health Jellicent. So this game is pretty much is wrap. So I'm gonna get to the Earthquake, and my switch timer is not even close to being up. So I'm just gonna have to tank all these counters. But Medicham would have to get to 2 Psychics to be able to take out my Jellicent. So as long as I can just get like a move through or something, or catch, then I'll be okay here. So I get that like 1 or 2 turns through of that Hex. I can take a Psychic. I think, honestly, I didn't even get the defense drop. I could take another one. But he knows the game's over, and he's going to concede. So, GG. And getting into this next match, I didn't really scrap any games from this video. So like, this is just how successful this team was for me. I really didn't lose that much. I didn't end up recording every battle. Like, I think I maybe missed a set that I went like 3-2 or 4-1 on. But the day I used this team, I did not have a losing set. I went 4-1, 4-1, 3-2, 3-2, and I think 4-1. I think I went 18-7. So I went 4-1, 4-1, 4-1, 3-2, 3-2, and this team was just amazing. So Sableye gonna let the first flame charge go, which is smart. And I get this incinerate through, so I have to double shield. I'm down 2 shields to 0, but this situation's different because I have energy. And boosted incinerates do big chunks. So Deoxys, I'm going to throw this flame charge right off rip. And he probably shields, right? Yeah. But he's going to move off CMP, so I'm only down 1 shield now. Psycho boost, so I actually have health. And, well, that's a Pokemon, so this game is GG. I probably can just surrender. Yeah, this game's over. Unfortunate backline. Like, Venusaur in the back is a little bit tough if it stays away from the Talonflame. So not much you can do here, but my starting elo was like 2120 maybe, and with this team I climbed all the way up to 2300. Over the last couple days, I've been testing out teams. I've been dipping in elo. I actually ended up being, I checked this, I was 84 elo points away from being ranked globally on Go Stadium or the Pokemon leaderboards. I was at 2301 in top 500. You had to be 2385, so I was within 100 points of being ranked globally, which was really, really cool. I just want at least some point in this season for me to have my name up there, nice and humble, and like for the screenshots, right? For the photo library, it'd be cool. I can tell people I was ranked globally in this game at some point in time. But Jolly with these bubble beams is nuts. It's funny though, like all this hex damage and 2 bubble beams and a shadow ball takes it to half health. That's how tanky Mandibuzz is. But at this point, Shadow Vic, you like to see that. I thought it was a Venusaur with the typing, but that is being way better. So GG. This is a longer video too. My video links have just been so vastly different from each other. Like they range anywhere from like 10 to 15 minutes to like 40. So if you guys are still watching, let me know in the comment section how long of videos do you guys like to watch? Like, what's your attention span? How much of my videos can you actually end up taking before you get too bored and watching another one? I'm a YouTube viewer, so I get that way too. Some of the longer videos that some content creators make, like I get a portion of the way through and then I just lose my attention span. So if any of you guys are still watching this far, please let me know in the comments what kind of video length do you guys like to listen to or to watch. If I can get the community tab working, I don't think you have to have like a certain amount of subs maybe. If I can get the community tab working, I can make a post, have like 5 people respond to it because I don't have a big following. But yeah, let me know, and I can definitely like adjust how long I make these videos. Because what I've been doing right now, I just kind of add however many videos I recorded if I like them, or how many battles I recorded, and if I like them, I just kind of keep them. So most of these videos I've been keeping. I deleted a couple just because like they were me absolutely hard countering someone or me getting absolutely hard countered, and like there's nothing that we could do about it, or like laggy videos, or like me making some really dumb mistake and quitting out like a quarter of the way through the match. So I do get rid of those, but I keep like 90%. So Brave Bird coming in on this Metacham, boom, this game's curtains, as Boygos would say, and my opponent concedes. So GG, 22-34. So this is a different set. Swampert, guys, pay very close attention to this game. So 5, 6, 7. So 7. The Swampert's at 7, so he's gonna be 2 away from a second Hydro Cannon. I overfarm 1, so he's at 8. He's gonna be 1 away from a Hydro Cannon. 4, 5, 6. So he's at 2 Hydros right now. But I force a CMP. So watch this, y'all. G-Fisk wins the 1 shield against Swampert if you get 2 Mudshots through, and you can deny them every time. And he comes in Shadow Gramble, I come in with Talonflame, and my opponent has seen it. He's had enough. Alright, the G-Fisk Mirror. I like the G-Fisk Mirror. I don't know if I've already said what I like to do. I think in the G-Fisk Lantern video, I kind of said what I like to do with G-Fisk in the lead. I was bait. So I'd say maybe like, well, I was going to say like maybe like 80 to 90% of the time my opponent shields, but this opponent has balls. So I shield the Earthquake. He gets to move through. I try to throw on alignment. I thought that maybe he overfarmed, but he's going to shield now. And I'm just going to shield again, and I'm going to switch. So we both switch at the same time. This is so nice. I probably could consider... I feel like do you want to keep your meta gem? I'd say like it's a 50-50. So he's probably a Psychic right here, which would make sense. Yeah, he's at a Psychic, so a little bit unfortunate, but it's still okay, you know. So okay, Sableye. So we're gonna get to the moves at the same time. So he could win CMP and throw Foul Play and be Energy Dry, but he's actually gonna commit to the farm down. He actually lets it go. So he's at 8 Shadow Claws. So he's 4 away from having 2 Foul Plays, because it's 6, 6, 5. And I sneak an Incinerate through here, and he throws 1 Shadow Claw. So he's 3 away. 1, 2, 3, and I'm gonna catch the Foul Play on my G-Fisk, and this is gonna be putting me in a pretty nice situation here. I Rock Slide bait, and I probably should have committed to the Earthquake here. Because, well, actually, he just called the bait twice, so he's just gonna farm all the energy in the world. And what I was thinking here, I thought for some damn reason that Talonflame had a move. It doesn't. It needs another Incinerate. So I kind of threw this game. I'm just throwing this battle in the middle of the end. Maybe not a lot of people are paying attention to that battle. No, it's okay. I definitely should have won, but that's okay. I misplayed it. It's not like the game caused me to lose or anything. Like, it was definitely just me being an idiot. So once again, G-Fisk Mirror. It's been weird. Like, I get a lot of repeat leads. Like, the thing when I had like 4 out of 5 Nidoqueen leads in a row. Like, some were Shadow, some weren't. But like, it's crazy. So I think, did we both bait each other? Yeah, I think we both baited each other. So now we're both gonna Earthquake each other. This battle was pretty funny. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm gonna catch the Earthquake here, and I actually get a Hex through, which is nice. And let's see, what does he have? He has Sableye. So now it's gonna be CMP again. He doesn't throw. He's gonna commit to the farm down and take this Shadow Ball, which is kind of like 1, 2, 3. So he's 3 away, right? So I can just take 1 Foul Play and get an Incinerate through. And then I have energy on Talonflame. So G-Fisk, he's actually, if he's Energy Dry completely, which he is, I'm going to win CMP tied to the move. And at this point, this game's pretty nice. Yeah, he has Jump Bluff in the back. I had an Earthquake amount of energy on G-Fisk, so I could have, got a Flame Charge off, and then I could have got a Rock Slide. So this next game is Wobbuffet in the Open Great League. I don't see this very much, but I was seeing it with this team every now and then. I think I saw like 2 or 3. So this tanky thing, I'm just going to throw Earthquakes at it. This is a long matchup, by the way. So he's going to get 2 returns. This matchup theoretically should be pretty okay for G-Fisk. Obviously, like you're taking this counter damage, but the Charge Wizard is like the Deoxys matchup. It's almost exactly like the Deoxys matchup, except Deoxys is more high energy moves are going to be double resisted, like Rock Slide and Thunderbolt, but Psycho Boost is single resisted, Return is single resisted, and he actually takes it to the 0, and this is huge for me. He could have definitely won the switch and just had a shield, and then I probably would have come in Talonflame anyways, just to start getting ahead on energy. Maybe I would have come into Jelly actually. But there's a tanky team for my opponent, and I have a relatively tanky team myself, so maybe there's a timeout here? Anyways, I'm just going to get to this Flame Charge. We'll invest a shield, because a Body Slam, it wouldn't KO, but it would come close, and I can't let that happen. I can't let this Jellicent be on the Lickitung, so he lets it go, and well, this thing is a Dark type, so yeah, this team consisted of Wobbuffet, Lickitung, and a Lowland Grimer, and it absolutely swept the floor with me. So things happen, you know. I might get 2 shield flexed on. I'm just gonna let it go, and I surrender before he can even have the pride. That matchup was a little frustrating, but that was one of my 3-2 sets. That's okay. G-Fisk does normal Stunfisk. Like, it's a good matchup if they have Thundershock, but all the open Great League Stunfisk are running Mudshot, which I would probably too. Maybe in the Remix Cup I would run Thundershock, but like there's still just so many Nidoqueens out there, so maybe I could run Unova Stunfisk in the Great League and just run like, I don't know, maybe I could run like double ground in the back and then run like I don't know, we could get creative, but this matchup also not amazing. He's actually down 2 shields, and I'm gonna catch the Mud Bomb here, which is pretty huge. Allows Stunfisk to kind of keep its energy, and this is gonna be another scenario where we would get to the move at the same time. This opponent actually decides to throw and not farm up extra, which is smart because I had so much health. So I probably could have farmed up 1 more, but it's okay, because this probably doesn't KO. Yeah, so that's okay though. 6. He didn't move past a move actually. I probably just let this go and get energy on Talonflame, and that's gonna be exactly what I do. So can Talonflame sweep here? Obviously it's like 2 pretty low health Pokemon. Well, no, it's not. No, it's not. This Stunfisk is pretty healthy. So can Talonflame come in clutch and sweep? I get the Incinerate through, which is really nice. I have to shield up this Discharge. He's probably going to get to another one, and this is Skarmory. So we might see a sweep. Now, I have to tank a move somehow, and I'm just going to tank the Discharge because I can. And if I live this Discharge, it's GG. This is one of those situations where it's really nice that they have Mudshot, because I wouldn't live the Thundershocks, I don't think. And I actually end up winning, sweeping with Talonflame. So super fun game here. And this is going to be the last battle of the video. This is a Bastiodon Cherim. I'm going to spoil right now. It's a double grass team. I just really wanted to show you guys how to deal with double grass. And I'm actually going to farm all the way down here. There's no point in me throwing, because this Bastiodon's just going to be able to farm me down anyways. And you know what? I probably could have Brave Birded just to give less farm. Maybe like 1 less smackdown. But I think this Flame Charge damage is worth it. Like, that's half health. But I think an Earthquake KOs anyway. And this is going to be double grass. Superior, which is not lovely, but I'm just gonna throw rock slides here. The game plan's pretty straightforward. Basically, what I do, just throw these rock slides, but the Superior throws a Leaf Tornado, and I heavy panic, thinking I'm gonna get debuffed, and this is not great. I have to let this Leaf Tornado go through. I think I don't get debuffed here, which is pretty nice. I think Leaf Tornado is a Octazooka clone. Maybe it does like a little less damage though. But this thing is just going to keep throwing Leaf Tornadoes at me. So again, don't get baited, and I get another Bubble Beam off here, which is pretty nice because now these Frenzy Plants and Leaf Tornadoes aren't going to do as much damage. I do go down here, which is fine, and he's going to come back into Bastiodon and catch a Rock Slide, which is a really nice play by my opponent, but now I can farm up a ton of energy. I think a Flamethrower is going to do more damage than a Frenzy Plant. It doesn't... I guess it doesn't matter. And I just go for another Rock Slide here, and then I can farm, which is pretty nice. One more Mud Shot, and then at this point, if I can get to 2 Rock Slides, I have a shield here, so maybe, like, even if I get debuffed, I think I still am okay. And at this point, like, no debuff. Let's see how much this Rock Slide does. Oh yeah, I would have been able to win this game anyway. So, GG. That's how you beat a Basti Double Grass team. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I recommend this team. Go try it out in the Great League, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.